Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom08, and this is episode 50 of my Billionaire Minecraft series, where I will collect 1 billion iron ingots, gold ingots, diamonds, and emeralds using the All the Mods 6 mod pack in modded Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I'm going to set up a system to collect a bunch of ancient debris so that in the future, not in this episode, I can process that ancient debris into gold ingots and diamonds. So let's get started. So first off, I have a modular storage unit right here, and let's start grabbing some stuff, because the first thing I want to do is I actually want to make a tier 8 void miner here in the nether. So let's grab what we'll need for that. First off, I'm actually not sure what modifiers I'm going to use. I'll need to figure out that later, but I can build the superstructure. So let's see if we have everything here. We should. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Some of it I won't be using today, some of it I will. So I should have some structure panels. And then I need some FE inputs. Those should be up here somewhere. There we are. So I think that's just about it. So let's get building. So this structure right here will be 9 blocks tall, and we can tell that from the basically adding the void miner block along with the laser core and laser modifiers. So actually I do need those, or laser lens holder rather. So let's grab all of that, and there's actually one thing I did leave at, okay, so let's get rid of this guy real fast. There's one thing I did leave at my main base, but that's okay for right now. I will get that later. So I have this area right here picked out to have my void miner. This goes all the way down to bedrock. And so let's get started on actually placing this thing. So like I said, it's 9 tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then okay, so I placed 9 blocks. Yeah, I should be able to place this right here, and hopefully I counted correctly. There's a decent chance I did not, and I should be able to hit the button to show ghost blocks, and then I will have to build this manually. So let's see here. Right now the auto build does not work on these, but it does show the ghost blocks here. So what I'm going to do, because I've done this several times, as we can see over there, I've built these structures before. I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera. I'm not going to fill in the modifiers because I'm not exactly sure what configuration I'm going to use for the modifiers. And once I have this void miner built, I will be right back. So I have the void miner built except for the modifiers here. And I'm actually not going to worry about putting in the modifiers just yet because I need energy for this thing. And I also need a place to store all of the items. So let's get to building a super simple Emmy system that will store the items. So let's grab all of that stuff, which is probably buried down here. So we have an Emmy drive, we have Emmy controller, and I just accidentally got rid of my bow. So let's grab that wherever it went. Let's put it back, and then let's start grabbing the stuff that we actually need here. We're going to need some of this, some of the covered cable, and we should need a terminal. Where is the terminal? I don't have a terminal with me. That was dumb. I kind of thought I did. Emmy terminal, sorry. It's called an Emmy terminal, not a terminal. So let's start to build a simple system, and I do have the item output over here. So let's build the Emmy system over here. There's no reason why we can't. And let's, actually I should have put it over there. You know what, let's go ahead and do that. There's no reason why we can't change this. So let's put the item output right there, and then have FE input over here. So let's build the terminal, just say like right here. So we can do the Emmy controller under right here. And then the drive on top of that with the terminal on top of that. And then I need to grab some storage drives, which I should have a couple of them here somewhere. Okay, I thought I had a couple here. I probably zoomed right past them. Or I forgot them. No, they're right here. They're right at the very, very top. Okay, so let's plug those in. And then I'm going to have I think, a modular storage unit underneath to collect all of the items. I think I also have a chest with me, but I do want to use a modular storage unit as well as a tier 1 storage module. So this is going to be where all of the items come out from the void miner here. They will come into this modular storage unit. So let's go ahead and get that prepared. And then I will need an import bus right here to actually import all of that stuff. So let's grab a few acceleration cards. I will probably need all of those, and then an import bus, which should be just above the end. I really thought I had some import buses. Do I not? Oh, it'd be Emmy import bus. My bad. So let's put the import bus right here, and let's load it up with acceleration cards. So that's cool. And the next thing we need to do is build a reactor, because that's how I'm going to get energy here. So let's go ahead and do that. And the reactor is going to be from the mod power. And I've built these before, so I'm going to do this super quick. I'm going to actually do a little bit of a difference here. And my setup is going to actually involve some thermal. Actually, no, not that. Not today. I'm going to be making ice and then actually compacting it. So let's get the blast chiller, or a blast chiller. I just need one of them. And I actually do want to upgrade this blast chiller. So let's grab 3 of the, sorry about that, 3 of these, and then I need 1 of the resonance integral components to upgrade that. And then we need some energy cable as well as some stuff to actually get the reactor started, which would be fuel in the form of uranite. And then I think I have some redstone and some coal as well to make it more efficient, or to make it produce more power. Okay, so the reactor's simple enough to build. It basically builds itself if you have enough blocks, and I do. So it is a 3x3x4 structure. And once it is fully built, it will change texture here and become one structure. So there we go. Here's the GUI of this thing. It'll hold power. It'll hold fuel. Sorry, redstone, coal, and then some water and ice. So let's grab a sink, because I'm gonna need that. Where is my sink? There's my sink. And then I'm gonna need some ultimate mechanical pipe, and then maybe my configurator as well, so that I can configure that pipe. So underneath, or right here, I think is where I'm going to have my structures to actually make the ice. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to make ice. So just regular old ice, and then I am going to send it to a multi-servo press to pack into packed ice, and then I'm going to send that to another multi-servo press to make blue ice, and that will increase the power output of the reactor. So actually I do need those presses before I can do that. So let's grab those. Oh, I think I need packing dies, not unpacking dies. So that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, I'm going to have to grab those at some point. But let's go ahead and plop down all the machines where I need them, as well as the sink. So I'm actually going to do the water underneath. That way I can put the water into the reactor from underneath. I'm not sure if I can actually connect to this particular block from the bottom. It looks like I can, so that's cool. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put the sink beneath the ground as well. There's no reason not to. And actually, I should put it, actually it'd be smart to put it right here. So let's put the blast chiller right here. And we do need to tell this to input from the bottom, automatic input, and it should pull water at some point, and then output to the right. And that output will go to a multi-servo press. And actually I do need these mechanical pipes here. And I do need to go ahead and use my configurator to tell it to pull water out of the sink. Cool. And there is water in here, so that's cool. I wasn't sure if it would be allowed to actually connect up to this particular input from the bottom, but it can. So that's cool. So the next 2 blocks are going to be multi-servo presses. Whoops, sorry about that. And they are going to be input from the left and output to the right, with auto output enabled on both of these. So that's cool. I do need to actually give them packing dies. So what I'm going to do for augment wise on the blast chiller is I'm just going to upgrade it speed wise. The multi-servo presses should be just fine as far as their regular speed. So I do need to connect these up to the reactor to give them power, and I'm going to do that from the top side, I think. So we're going to do something like that. So over here, I'm actually just going to very simply connect up power to the structure right here. And that's going to be cool. And then I can also connect up to the power of the Emmy system from underneath, I think would be the best way to do that. So let's grab this thing and let's go to work down here. And I should be able to connect up to the reactor from the bottom middle right here. Cool. So let's run that straight down, and then let's figure out where we need to go from right here, I think. So we just need to run this sideways from here to get to the Emmy controller, and that way I can power the Emmy system from the reactor as well. So we can just power it from underneath like that. That'll work great. So now I just need to dig this over. Oh cool, there's lava there. Everyone needs more lava in their life. Okay, so let's go ahead and neaten this back up, because I don't want this being all ugly and stuff. And that lava is just kind of bright. So before I get this thing running, I do want to run back to my main base, which I have a teleporter right here, and grab some packing dies, because I have unpacking dies, and I need packing dies, I'm pretty sure. So let's see if I can't grab those super quick. So yeah, I have unpacking dies. We need packing dies. And so these are pretty easily made. Hopefully I actually have everything I need to make a couple of them, because I just need 2 of them. Okay, Constantine. Sorry about this. So I just need a few of these plates, and I can do that pretty simply by running over here to my multi-servo press. I think that's what it is anyways. Yes, so this should make 4 of those, no problem, real fast. Okay, back on track. And these don't stack, so that's one thing to think about. So let's run back over here, and sorry for getting some lag here, but that's kind of unavoidable. So what we're going to do in this bottom slot of the multi-servo press is have these packing dies, and let's go ahead and kick on this reactor. I'm going to turn auto mode on, so basically when the power buffer of the reactor gets too full, it will kick itself off, and yeah, it says right here what it does. So when it has less than 70% of energy, it will kick back on. So let's grab all of the fuel and the redstone and stuff and get this party started. So let's see if the blast chiller's going. It's not, because we don't have any energy yet for it. So why don't we have any energy for it? Where's all this energy going? Okay, so that's really weird. It's like getting hot, but it's not. Oh, I know where the energy. I bet the energy is just going here. Okay, I thought it was actually going to this block right here. Is my Emmy system on? It is. So I would expect that not to actually be taking too much energy there. Oh, you know what? I bet it's all going into the cable underneath, because basically this cable under here is basically a pretty large battery itself. So yeah, I can see that the buffer of that is filling, and once that buffer fills, it should start sending power to the other ultimate universal cables. And actually what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to disconnect this, because I want it to start up this stuff first. And it looks like we're starting to get power over here. So we're getting ice, and once this gets to 9, it should pack. And then once we have 9 packed ice, it should send it over here to cool this down. So the temperature right now is 500, and it is only producing 56,000 forge energy per tick. Once we get some ice in this thing, it will produce a lot more power. So one thing I do want to do is I do want to set up an export bus to actually automatically give this reactor coal, redstone, and uraninite. So it looks like I can go ahead and hook this up over here. So let's do that. And this is probably capturing all the energy at this point. So cool. So let's make sure that this is still getting power. It is. So let's... throw some things away that we don't need just right now. So I shouldn't need that anymore. I will need these, and I do need an export bus along with some cards. So I need one Emmy export bus at this point, and then I need capacity cards. I think they're called capacity cards. Yep. And then I need my redstone, my coal, and uraninite. So I will need to give my Emmy system more of this stuff after I wrap up this episode, but for right now, I'm just going to give it just a little bit. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to have this export bus. Right here, I'm going to tell it to export these 3 things right here, and then I need to connect it up to my Emmy system over there. And I think I'm just going to route this cable just kind of over here. I know it's not the cleanest thing in the world, but it'll work. And then let's throw this stuff into here, and we should see that this is all replenished, or is replenishing right now. So that's cool. And one thing I am going to do, let's add an acceleration card to this bus just to make it a little bit quicker. And now we can see that this is all full. We also have blue ice in here at this point, and the temperature has come down from 500 degrees Celsius to 52 degrees Celsius. We are also generating a lot more power, and if you take a look at the energy usage, or the, not energy usage, the fuel consumption rather, it is far lower than it was before. I don't know that I actually got a good look at what it was before, but I know that it is way, way below what it was before, just from experience here. So let's go ahead and finish building out this void miner here. So at first I'm going to use 8 frequency modifiers and 12 bandwidth modifiers, and then I'll probably sprinkle in some amplification modifiers after I kind of have a look at what the void miner is going to look like with this configuration. Okay, so these guys over here are demanding that I murder them, so let's take care of them real fast. And now let's finish this up. So I will need to take a look at the energy usage. Okay, I got a cat fight apparently. So let's see here. Is this going to update? Oh, I don't have a program in there, do I? So I should have a program with me. And that would be the metallic ore. Metallic ore miner is the program that I need. So let's throw that in there, and it should update soon exactly what the duration is and the tick cost. So it is using 57,000 forge energy per tick, and the duration is, it says 0, but it's close to 1 tick. So basically, yeah, it's producing a lot of stuff here very quickly. And let's take a look at what the mineable drops are. So right now we have, what I want is ancient debris, and we're only getting 7% of ancient debris. So let's go ahead and fix that. And the way to fix that is a brown laser lens. So let's throw the brown laser lens in there, and let's see what the percentages are after it updates. Okay, it didn't actually put it in there. Okay, so I for whatever reason, the environmental core is a little bit finicky with the items sometimes. So I think the laser lens is actually in there now, and the laser did turn brown. So let's take a look now at what the mineable drops are. So we're getting 40% ancient debris now versus the 7%, give or take, what it was before. But we can do even better if we start using amplification modifiers. What these do are they basically amplify the effect of the laser lens that you use in your void miner. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of that. So right now I'm going to replace 4 of the bandwidth modifiers with 4 amplification modifiers. And where did my amplification modifiers go? Okay, they're right here. And I'm going to see what that does to the rate here. Okay, so it does up the tick cost a little bit. And we are now seeing 66% ancient debris. So I might go ahead and stop there, to be honest. That is a pretty good rate of ancient debris. Let's go ahead and kill some things. That's just things that might cause me issues in the future. So I am getting quite a bit of stuff here, and most of it I can just get rid of. You know what? I should probably go ahead and store the gold ore. I could even store the nether gold ore, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw it away. There's not a whole lot of stuff that we actually get from this void miner. And actually, I could even set up a system to process the uraninite here. I'm not going to do that right now, but I might do that in the future. So let's set up a system to throw away the things that we don't need. Just because. So I do have a trash can somewhere. I thought I had a trash can. Maybe I don't have a trash can with me. Oh, item trash can. Here they are. So I should just need one of them. Let's grab an export bus, Emmy export bus. And actually, let's just grab all of them. And then I need capacity cards and acceleration cards. So let's get rid of these for now. And let's set up a couple of... Actually, I might need the covered cable. Sorry about that. And I need to figure out where I want to put these trash cans. And actually, you know what? I can just put them like over here or whatever. So let's put a trash can here. Start here with an export bus with 2 capacity cards and 2 acceleration cards. So the things I need to get rid of are the cobalt. I am going to go ahead and get rid of this. To be honest, I have enough gold ore right now to get to 1 billion iron ingots, I believe. So yeah, let's just get rid of that. Let's get rid of the tin ore and these as well. In the future, I might change this to actually process the dense uraninite ore, but for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. So let's just tell the system to export these into the old void. And let's see if it can keep up. I'm not sure if it will be able to or not. It's hard to tell at this point, but I'm hoping it will. So the next thing I want to do is I actually want to store the ancient debris in a black hole unit because that will pile up rather quickly. So let's grab a black hole unit. Okay, they're probably down here. So let's grab the Supreme Black Hole unit. Let's grab, and I still have export buses, so that's cool. And you know what? I do have 2 Supreme Black Hole units with me. Let's use them. So let's do the gold as well. So I do need to make sure I have enough channels here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels. So yeah, I have enough channels here. And let's just set these up right here. This one can be gold. And this one can be the all-important ancient debris. That's what I want to collect and store. So there we go. So there's one last step I want to do here is I actually want to get the ancient debris so that I can send it to a system that I'm going to be building in the overworld. So I'm going to use an ender chest for that. So let's grab 2 ender chests as well as some brown dye. Because what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set up a system to... Whoops, and kind of lagged there for a second. So I'm going to set up these 2 ender chests to be the code brown, brown, brown. So let's do that, and that's going to be where I'm going to keep my ancient debris. So I should have some ultimate logistical transporter, which is basically just item pipe. Let's grab the configurator back, and let's set this up, and I think the system will be done. So let's go ahead and tell this to pull the ancient debris into here. And as we can see, it's already full. And so basically, I will be able to use this ender chest right here, set it up in the overworld, and have access to all of my ancient debris. So one last thing before I go is I actually need to make sure all of this is chunk loaded, which it is not. So I claimed it and chunk loaded it, and so all of this is ready to go. It should run all of the time at this point. I just need to make sure that it has enough fuel to run all of the time. So in today's episode, I set up a tier 8 void miner here in the nether, as well as an energy system and an Emmy system to collect and disperse ancient debris. In the next episode, I'm going to be using that ancient debris to make diamonds and gold ingots. So that's going to be pretty cool. So if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. If there's anything you feel that I could have done better or differently, just let me know down in the comments, as I do read all of the comments. If you enjoy watching large-scale automation in modern Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel because that's typically what I do. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.